Hi you guys, welcome to your April 2025 monthly forecast. Before I begin, I have to apologize if I sneeze, cough, or lose my voice. Okay, with the weather going up and down here the way it is, I either have a cold or allergies or both at the same time. So please excuse me, okay? And thank you so much to my subscribers for your continued support, for your likes, shares, and comments. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. There's also links in the description box below. There is one to my website where you can see some of the services that I offer, but you can also just email me. That email address is also in the description box, and it's easier to just ask me if there is something that I do. Okay? Also, check out my weekly forecast, which is now daily shorts, and I'm going to do something a little different this month with the monthly forecast. Okay, for those of you who seem to really love the shorts, the monthly forecast will always exist as a regular video, but some of you are still not aware that there's a link within the short video to the full monthly forecast, and you're just clicking on that short and you're just getting just a snippet of the monthly forecast. You're not hearing the whole thing. So for those of you who love the shorts, okay, I'm going to break it down into parts, the monthly forecast for you. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Maybe, after a while, you'll just, decide to click on the link and listen to it fully, the full monthly forecast all in one video. But if you prefer the shorts, that's what I'm going to try this time. We'll see how it works out, okay? So, now for your forecast. Hi Pisces, I ended up having to do your video over completely. Okay, just had a lot of problems with Mercury retrograde, I guess, but yours was the only one that just wouldn't move at all. I had two that uploaded, but they took almost a whole day to process, even when I tried to delete them and then redo them again, and it would do the same thing. So finally got those squared away. I'm sorry for the delay, okay? Because you know what? You have Venus and Mercury in your sign again. That's the big news for you, and they're both turning direct. Okay, so on the 7th, Mercury in Pisces turns direct and then moves into Aries again. Okay, and then on the 12th, Venus in Pisces turns direct and is in your sign until the 30th when it moves into Aries. So pretty big deal having these really nice planets that were already in your sign. Okay, these two planets have been going back and forth between your sign and Aries. So that's why they're in your sign again, and then they'll end up in Aries again when they turn direct, okay? And if you listened to my video last month or even previously, you'll know that I always tell people when Venus is in your sign to milk it for all you can. Okay, people just find you more appealing now than they do at any other time. Okay, Venus in your first house. Okay, Venus in Pisces is in your first house where you have the sign of Pisces, your first house being your house of self and personality. Okay, so you are attracting things at this time. You could still be getting belated birthday gifts and wishes and people just doing stuff for you based on your birthday. Okay, it's just delayed a little bit. Whatever. Or it could be like a just because, but people want to do nice things for you, like take you out for drinks or dinner, lunch, something or other. And again, like I said, still give you like little gifts, but compliments too, even from complete strangers. Okay, and with Mercury, these two planets traveling together, it seems that people just want to talk about lighthearted subjects, nothing too serious. Okay, with Venus and Mercury together, it's a fun transit. It's like I said, it's very lighthearted. Most of your conversations are, you know, evolving or revolving, sorry, around subjects again that aren't too harsh. Okay, so you're still the center of attention with these planets in your sign. Okay, and Neptune has left Pisces just briefly. Okay, Neptune moved into Aries. It'll be here over the summer. The same thing with Saturn. Saturn will be leaving your sign and moving into Aries again just over the summer. Then they will move back into Pisces to finish up their transit there, but then they'll fully move into Aries. So if you were tired of having these two major planets in your sign, you won't have to put up with them much longer. Okay? So, in fact, you may be the one, okay, those of you born in like the early first few days of Pisces, you know, may notice this right away, that, you know, with these planets gone, or, you know, whatever. They move in so slowly, and they'll be in such low degrees you may not even notice it, but some of you might, okay? So anyways, the sun is still in Aries up until the 19th, okay? Then it'll move into Taurus, but for now, it's in your second house of earned income and possessions, just like Venus and Mercury will be here, and now Neptune is here, okay? In your second house of money. It's a money house, right? So even just having the sun here turns your attention to your finances, how to increase them, how to get more out of whatever. And like I said, with Venus attracting things to you when it's in your first house, when it moves into your second house, it will attract things like money, or Venus-related things like luxury items or art or something or other, okay? But it will attract nice things to you, resources or actually money. So again, we could be here with the gifts, you know. It could, again, be belated birthday gifts or just because gifts. Okay, now having Neptune in your second house sometimes isn't a good thing, you know, because Neptune does govern the intangible or illusion or whatever, okay? But it could be helpful when it comes to any kind of psychic ability that you have as to what to invest in, but always do it in very, very small amounts, okay? Saturn will be eventually moving into this second house, and it does put a restriction on your finances in some way or other, okay? So you might want to look out for that, you know, maybe try to just like hold on to whatever you have, you know what I mean? But I do have to mention that Jupiter is in Gemini right now, but in June it will be moving into Cancer, your fifth house. That's where you have the sign of Cancer. Fifth house is the house of gambling and speculation. So there could be times where you could just have insight, intuitive insight as to, like what, let's say if you're at a casino, what game to play, what machine to play, or if you do play the tables or something or other, okay, or lottery numbers, okay, so you might just want to stick to like a scratch off or purchase like whatever's the highest jackpot at that time, wherever it is that you live, okay. So there is a full moon in Libra on the 12th, okay, where you have Libra in your chart is your 8th house. It's directly across from your 2nd house. These are both money houses. Okay, so, you know, 8th house is shared property, shared bank accounts and credit cards. It's also shared debt. It's other people's resources and money, passive money through means other than earning it, such as prize money, insurance payout, legal settlement, inheritance, tax refund, increase in credit, or increase in a bank loan, something or other, okay? So around that full moon, you might decide to have a talk with, if you do share accounts or property with someone else, okay, about spending, who's spending what, too much, You know, who made this charge on the credit card? You know, things like that. But a full moon is there to bring a problem to the surface so it can be dealt with and then done away with. And I really don't see any problems with this full moon. You know, that's exactly what will happen is if you do share whatever with someone else, then you'll be able to reach a solution, a compromise of some kind. Or if there is someone that gives you access to whatever it is that they have, that will continue, but maybe it might have like stipulations or something or other in the future. Okay? Now the sun moves into Taurus on the 19th. There's a new moon in Taurus on the 27th, and Uranus is still in Taurus, but will also be moving briefly into Gemini in July. Okay? And it will again finish, you know, move back into Taurus, finish out its transit there, and then fully move into Gemini next year, okay? But for now, it's still in your third house of your everyday life, your neighbors, your neighborhood, the people and places you would encounter throughout the normal course of your day, your siblings, your cousins. This is all forms of communication, including regular postal mail and local travel. Okay, which is like a day trip, overnight trip, or a weekend trip, and it's usually a road trip. Okay, so with the sun here, you may decide to like spend more time within your own area. There could be maybe a new business there or someplace you haven't been to for a while that you're going to go to. You may also be in contact more with siblings or cousins. The new moon here does bring a new beginning in this area. Third house is also an internet and media house. You know, you could be online a little bit more than usual. You may even already have a website. If not, you could be pondering whether to get one, or a podcast, or some kind of visible whatever online, okay, some kind of presence that you may have been developing all along. If that's not the case, this may be the last time that this like runs by you in your mind, you know, kind of reminding you that you were thinking about doing something like this, so maybe you will. Okay, also around that new moon you could get some kind of message. You could hear from someone maybe that you haven't heard from in a while. Could bring a new start in some way or other. Also, you could be learning something, possibly on your own. It could even just be from watching like videos on YouTube. But third house is like, it is a learning, a house of like education, but it's like the lower levels, like grade school and you know, high school, something or other. So, you know, you could have a little bit of a reunion even happening at this time with people that you used to go to school with, okay? Or just people from your past. Just having Jupiter in your fourth house of your home and family, and also your past, okay? Jupiter, Gemini is where you have on your fourth house, okay? So I do have to mention also that Mars, okay, Mars will finally be ending its transit between Leo and Cancer. It's been going back and forth between these two signs also, just like Venus and Mercury was doing with your sign in Aries, okay? So it's been already in these houses, okay? Right now, Mars is in Cancer until the 18th, then it moves into Leo again on the 18th. So Cancer is where you have like your fifth house, okay, of fun, creativity, romance, gambling, speculation, any kind of entertainment, game, or sport, and anything to do with children. So, you know, having Mars here, you could have been really physically active even in some kind of sport or something physically fun that you were doing. You could have taken up some kind of exercise, even like dancing or something, but it turned out to be fun that you continue when Mars moves into your sixth house of health, okay? all kinds of things though. If there's some kind of like creative project that you're really into, you had the stamina to keep at it, keep with it, whatever it is. Okay, Mars is a very physical, energetic planet. Okay, so when it's in your fifth house, it does make you want to get out there and have some fun and join in, even in some kind of sports or games or some kind of physical fun even. So when Mars moves into your sixth house of the workplace, okay, the kind of work that you do, your co-workers, your work schedule, your house of health, and your house of service to others, you know, you just, like I said, this planet has already been here before. So when Mars is here, though, you know, it's a very confident planet. You know, you want what you want. So you may have been speaking up about, you know, something that you want done at work, either changing your schedule or an assignment or just something or other, you know, something that you've been wanting to do. So when Mars is back here again, maybe if, you know, that it was okayed, it finally went through, okay? You could also, you know, wherever Mars is transiting, you don't put up with any kind of crap. Okay, so if you had like a co-worker that's kind of pushy, you know, somebody like that, or even the company you work for, or if you're self-employed, you could have a client that just thinks they can walk all over you or whatever. So the Mars here helps you to put people in their place when they're overstepping, and that's not just at work. It's also, sixth house being the house of service to others means you help them, or they help you, okay? So this could have been something that you've been doing on and off, but service to others is, I feel, okay, when someone needs your help in some way, so they offer to do something for you in return, so you both benefit from the arrangement, okay? So that's something that I believe that you're making sure is happening. If you do have any kind of an arrangement with anyone, coworker, friend, family member, something or other, you are on top of it. You're making sure that they're not getting over on you in some way or other, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Pisces on the 23rd and 24th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Virgo, and those dates are the 8th, 9th, and 10th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 16th, 17th, and 18th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 13th, 14th, 15th, 27th, and 28th. So I hope you enjoyed your forecast for April. Be sure to check out my weekly forecasts, which are now daily shorts. See ya!